Grant, and we'll open the floor to questions.
Yeah, happy for our players. You know, first game at home. We wanted to give our fans something to be excited to come back to watch us again. I think we did it. Played hard, played with good energy. We weren't selfish. So just really happy for our players. You know, we're trying to climb a hill together as a new group, and this was a good, first start for us.
Coach, early on in the game, obviously you guys struggled to score the basketball starting the game, I believe 0 for 10 from the field. Then you have the bench come in, Radanovic comes in, Cat B comes in. Can you talk about the impact of the bench tonight and how well they played in this game?
Yeah, I thought early they threw the kitchen sink at us. They were changing defenses every possession, so we had to figure a lot of stuff out. And early in the year, there's some things that we hadn't seen. And so I'm glad we saw it all, because we can go and say, hey, when we see this, this is what we do. When we see that, this is what we do. But they threw the kitchen sink at us, knocked us off rhythm, and we settled down. I think our bench did give us a great lift. That's what good teams do. When you can try to develop a good team, when your starters come out, it's pretty refreshing if there's somebody coming in that can give you a lift. And our bench did just that tonight. And we got a lot of talented guys on that bench. I think we got like 8 starters, but you only can start 5. So, it was nice to see.
Earl, how much did defense turn that for you, or defense turn into transition offense during that stretch?
Yeah, our identity is defense. We got to know who we are. You can't be confused about who you are. We talked about that a couple of days ago, that we may score 80 points, we may score 60, but if we can hold our opponents down and make them have a hard time, make them uncomfortable, make them see a lot of hands and a lot of length. We're very athletic. We had a lot of rim protection tonight, so that's our identity. We want to try to defend. That's something we can control, and then we did it tonight at a high level.
Coach, Donovan Jr. looked very much in control tonight. What kind of growth have you seen in this game since last season?
Well, I thought he played a pretty full game tonight. If he stayed in the game maybe another minute, he would have had a double-double. So he rebounded the ball, he scored it. He had good balance offensively. He really shared the ball. So, he's really like a big point guard. And so I'm trying to make sure he understands that, hey, look, you can do more than score. And I think tonight with the 8 rebounds, 18 points, he had some assists as well. So it was nice to see him play a full game, because he got some help. And if he get those guys going, it really helps our team.
Donald, you made an effort these first 2 games to get to the line a lot. I don't want to get any shots not going down. Is that just something you want to do, get to the line just to get an offensive rhythm, see the ball?
Of course, yeah. My whole life, I've just been aggressive. Coach preaches get to the foul line. That's like one of the easiest shots in basketball. So I just got to knock them down. They're going to fall, but yeah, I love getting to the line. It's a good way to get our team in rhythm, and it's a good way to start off the game. So.
Just coach, you guys held Citadel to 30% shooting after their hot start. Just what did you guys do defensively to really buckle down after that?
Well, I thought the staff did a really good job in the scouting report. We only had 1 day to prepare. We just played a tough game a couple of days ago, so we had 1 day to prepare. And I thought with 1 day of preparation, for us to be able to tweak some of our principles, and so we can take away the threes. They attempted 60 threes in their first game. They scored 105 points. So that was red alert. We got to take that stuff away. So to do that in 1 day, the way our staff prepared the players, just really impressed by how quickly we were able to adjust with a 1 day prep.
Chase, how was it playing your first game in Conti tonight?
I was excited, man. The fans really got into it. We had a slow start, but they kept believing in us, and it was a good first experience.
Coach, I know turnovers have been an issue throughout last season and kind of into the exhibition with UConn and FAU on Monday night. The team played a really clean game today. How did y'all kind of improve that leading into this matchup tonight, and what do you see from the team tonight to have that clean performance?
Yeah, I think just we got a lot of good ball handlers, and we were very intelligent tonight in terms of our decision making with the ball. We weren't forcing a lot of stuff. We attacked the press, we attacked the 1-3-1 zone, but we were looking forward to. We thought they would throw a lot at us. We were looking forward to it. We wanted to go out and play a game where we could take care of the ball and play to our standard. So it was nice to see that. It's early, but we saw a lot tonight, and we handled it really well.
Chase, welcome to BC. I know 4 schools in 4 years. You kind of done the college tour.
Sure.
Were you nervous at all? How did it feel being out there, bouncing back from that really tight game? And what's it like to have such a nice leader like classic guy like Donald Hand by your side to help you kind of ease your way into this season?
Wasn't nervous at all. I mean, like what you said, I've been 4 years, 4 schools, so I've seen like all types of environments. So I wasn't really nervous at all. And to play beside DJ is really fun, especially when he gets scoring. Makes a lot of things easier. When I drive, I can kick it to him. He spaces the floor a lot, and like what Coach said, he rebounds the ball really well. So it's good playing beside him.
Coach, you guys shot 18% from three tonight. Are you worried about that continuing as the team has struggled to shoot the ball from three?
No, this the best shooting team I've seen around here in 5 years. So, tonight we didn't make them. But you know what? We're going to get back in the gym. We're going to do some skill development. We're a developmental program, so we're going to get back in the gym, do some skill development, and try to find more clean threes. We want to shoot a lot of threes. We want to get to the free throw line. We want to get to the rim. So the thing that I would say is we won by 30 and we went 18%. That's really good if we can get 35%. So that's encouraging, to be able to score that many points without making a lot of threes. But we're going to get in the gym and do a lot of skill development. We got 4 or 5 days in between next games, so we're excited about that.
Just the energy off the bench today just seemed obviously just like a little bit louder than last year. What kind of energy do you see from this year's group, or is that just more a result of it being so early in the season? Everybody's kind of picked up.
Well, we're just trying to build a good bench. I mean, we go at it pretty hard in practice. Like our starters, we don't have starters in the practice. We mix the teams a lot, and we do that by design. Like, we don't say, hey, these guys starting, they're on a team together. We mix the teams. We're very competitive, so they're all used to playing with different combinations. And so I think there's different combinations we got that from practice what it's shown us, they're really good together. And so we try to find those combinations as much as we can. But it is refreshing to have a bench. But I think the difference is we have an experienced group coming off the bench. We got guys who in the third year playing in high-level conferences, Big East, Big 12, so it's a different, and we're bigger and longer. So I think just their abilities is really obvious. So we got to keep harnessing that, keep building that.
Chase and DJ, you guys ended the first half on a 29-8 run. What do you think sparked that run for you guys to see what offense and defense really done to end that first half?
I would say really just learning from last game, just watching film, knowing what the game plan was, knowing how to execute it, and our attention to detail really sparked that run. Really, we was hungry. We wanted to come out and get a win on our home court, so I really say that's what it really was.
Coach, you have a lot more height in the roster this year. I saw that kind of height advantage on the court today. How much did that go into your game plan, and how much big difference is that from the previous year?
It's huge because Chase is a big point guard. DJ usually starts at the wing, but he's really a combo, so we can move him to the 2 and put another guy that's 6'8" alongside of him. Marco 6'7", Jason 6'9", and even Caleb Steger as a freshman is a 6'4" guard. So, we're just a little bigger. We wanted to get bigger, but what we do know is we got to keep developing. We got to keep developing this. It's hard to win games, right? There's a lot of parity, so we got to keep developing, stay hungry, and take it one day at a time.
Donald, Chase, kind of talking about the bench, being on the court, having the bench hype along with a home crowd that's getting hyped too, how does that help y'all's game when you're on the court?
It helps a lot. All the energy we can get, we need, and the bench did a really good job tonight, just cheering us on, being supportive, but also communicating, telling us the sets they're running, just stuff like that. So it was really important and we really needed it.
Coach, just on Chase, just how good is he as a playmaker and defender? Seems like he can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's a special player. I think, his background, just kind of playing in a lot of different places, coming up the rough side of the mountain. He's pretty humble, but he want to win. So, I think anytime you come from that level to this level, then you got to realize, and me and him discussed it, there's ups and downs that go with that, and you find your rhythm. So, he's just going to take it day by day, do the best he can, keep trying to master in our system, keep trying to figure out what we're trying to do defensively, keep learning his teammates and his personnel, because he do a good job leading the guys. So as long as he can continue to learn the personnel, he's only going to get better.
Donald, welcome back. You got a lot of teams still calling you this offseason, but you clearly wanted to stay here and build something special. What did it mean to you, and how much belief do you have in Coach Grant and your teammates, of which you seem which you love? And what was it like having a new weapon like Chase out there tonight?
I believe in him my whole life. Like, I trust Coach Grant with my life, so it was a no-brainer. I never even thought about a different school. Coach trusted me from the beginning, so I'm gonna ride with him to the end. And have a point guard like Chase is beautiful. He played at every level. He's been in every fight from JUCO to mid-major to high major, so he knows how to handle every situation, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. He makes the game so easy for me, so I'm just truly blessed to have Coach Grant and a point guard like Chase. So.
And Coach, obviously, Luka Tays played a lot, especially at the end of last season. Haven't seen him so far this year. Is it injury? What can you tell us about his status?
No, he's not injured, but he's banged up, and so we're trying to be smart with how we bring him back into the fold. But he's a day-to-day guy. He is practicing a little bit, so I'm excited about him. He's an everyday guy. He's a worker. He's much more improved than he was last year. So at some point he'll come back in the fold, but we're trying to take it slow.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.